righty, guys. I want to welcome you guys to the Florida Coast to Coast football show. This is the Coach's Corner, and I have a very, very special guest in the building with me today. Guys, listen, this is Coach Eric's second time on the show. Seems like every time Coach Eric is faced with some adversity, he rises up to the challenge and his team wins a big game. So, I want to thank him for coming on to the show, and I also want to thank you guys for tuning in, guys. Listen, but before I get into the interview, I just have two very quick announcements. First, if you guys would please make sure that you're following the Coast to Coast Apparel page. Go to Facebook, just type in the @ symbol C2CAINC, and also, guys, all of the games that we live stream are on the Coast to Coast Films page. And if you go to the search bar and type in @C2C Films with an S, @C2C Films with an S, that will take you to the Coast to Coast Films page, guys. We have a lot of content on there, so make sure you guys are checking it out. Listen, so, without further ado, Coach Eric, I want to thank you for coming on to the show. A lot of individuals have been anticipating this show. I had Coach P on from the Hurricanes last night, which, you already know. So, guys,
yes.
Hey, thanks for coming on to the show, man. And let's get right to the interview. Hey, how you doing this evening, Coach?
Pretty good. We just had a good Thursday practice, wrapped up this week pretty good. Going into a bye week. Definitely appreciate you for having me. I definitely thank you.
Hey, man. Hey, thank you for coming on, man. Hey, listen, the show is not anything without the coaches, man. This show is predicated upon coaches. And I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys ample opportunity to come on, talk about some of the things that you and your organizations are doing, man. Because I think Florida has the best football in the country, and I want to make sure that we're coming on to talk about it.
Facts. Hey,
all right,
lying, definitely lying.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Hey, listen, so let's go ahead and get right into it, man. So, first, Coach, Progress Village is definitely a landmark, in Tampa, for youth football, especially in the urban community, man. And so, if you would just talk to us a little bit about, the importance of Progress Village, and and what that program actually means, to the city of Tampa, that'll help me out a lot, man.
Yes, sir. Definitely. Honestly, I played for Progress Village growing up as a child as well.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know that as well. And that's why I'm back out here, doing what I want to do. I feel like Progress Village is a safe haven for, like you said, the urban areas. A lot of people, a lot of kids, us African Americans, we use sports as an outlet. And, a lot of violence out there. It may not be as prevalent as, down in the inner cities or whatever, down in Miami or Chicago, but the violence is everywhere. And our kids definitely use that as a safe haven to go out there and have, a good time, go out there, release some anger the legal way, hit somebody as hard as you can, not getting in trouble for it, and getting coached up the right way, the proper way. And I feel like we definitely are doing a great job of that and trying to put Progress Village also on the map, in regards to letting people know Tampa is definitely the place for good football.
Okay. Hey, that's what's up, man. We had the Coast to Coast event that last preseason, man. I was very, very impressed with the turnout that we had and the quality of football, that Tampa had on display, because one of the reasons I got into, more of the media and promotion side, of youth football, is I just didn't feel as though youth organizations in state were really paying enough attention to one another. I felt there was too much individuals that were looking outside of the state for quality football, when I just feel as though we have individuals that will give you everything you're looking for, right here in state. And I just felt as though before we start looking at other states like, Georgia, California, New York, or Ohio, in those places, I felt as though, we should take care of our own, and we should look at what's going on in state, before we start looking out of state. So that's why, my show and everything that I do is Florida born, Florida bred, and Florida focused, because I just want to make sure that our kids are getting a fair opportunity to compete against one another, because you never know, when they're going to see these kids again and whether their lives may take them. So I want to make sure that our kids are crossing paths, as early and often as possible.
Yes, sir. You're absolutely right. They're going to face each other all the way up to high school, college, up until the NFL, hopefully. It's definitely good competition. You get to see what your kids made out of, and we definitely appreciate everything you're doing. Like you said, second time putting me here on the show. I definitely appreciate it. I thank you for giving me the opportunity to go ahead and put my team out there and give them that exposure as well. We We get slept on a little bit, the underdogs, second year coaching staff. We just getting out here, getting everything, getting all the kinks worked out, organization going through some things as well. But shows like this, Tyrone Timmons, R&R, and Ubora Films, Allen, and all of those guys, you know what I'm saying? That's something great that you guys are doing, actually getting the kids out there, the marketing and advertising. That's what it's all about, honestly, nowadays.
Yeah, man. Listen, you brought R&R do a good job, man. I know those guys, man. They do a very, very good job. And and like I say, they put on a good product. And they make sure that kids, the kids that participate get a lot of visibility, man. And that's a great thing.
Yes, sir. Facts.
Yeah, man. So, Coach, you guys had a huge win. I mean, I don't even think that words can describe the win that you guys had on Saturday against the number one, ranked 9U team in the country. That being, the Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes. Now, what does a win like that, mean for the Progress Village Panthers? But not only Progress Village, but the whole area of Tampa as a whole.
Honestly, it shows our kids and also people that, we're not afraid of any competition, which, like we just were having that conversation, we're never afraid to play anybody. At any backyard, at any time, we'll line it up. This Little League football at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody out here earning scholarships. Ain't nobody out here getting paid checks. Man, we all volunteering out here, giving back to these kids, doing what we do the best we know how to do it.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's Little League. You know what I'm saying? I'll go play whoever, whatever. And that's just what we're going to do. You know what I'm saying? My kids had the same mentality. I still let into my kids as well. We had the best opportunities. We was facing a giant. Nobody knew about Progress Village. We the underdogs. We got the best opportunity here to go shop the world. Nobody know about us. They sleeping on you, think you're not competitive. Why not go hit him in the mouth? That's the only way. That's the only way to wake a giant up. Let's wake him up hard. And then we're going to jump on him before he could even know what's happening. And that's what it was. We just kept the ball rolling. And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, we made a couple plays. Football come down to a couple of plays. We was on the end of them plays. Now we on to the next game. You know what I'm saying? That's just what we on. Kids ain't celebrate. We ain't take too many pictures at the field. We act like we've been there before. Catch the ball, hand the ball to the referee. Get back to the huddle. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? We acted like we were the national champions, honestly. But you know what I'm saying? That's just the way I coach my kids up. Not, I'm keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. At the end of the day, the way I coach my kids up, we're going to act like we've been there before. They ain't going to sit here and showboat. We ain't do no extra celebration. We ain't disrespect them. You know what I'm saying? They ain't disrespect us either. You know what I'm saying? There was love on both sides, mutual respect. But you would have swore we was the national champions the way we won and just walked off the field. You know what I'm saying? How cool we play. And that's what I'm on. We ain't on the extra stuff, the extra social media. We don't do all that. You know what I'm saying? We're going to come in your backyard, hit you in your mouth. You know what time it is. When we leave, you're going to know what Progress Village stands for.
Hey, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Because, and also, man, I want to thank you also, man, for being a man of your word, man, because, we had, tried to get something set up the week before. You said you had already had a commitment. And you said, hey, but if they're available next week, we'll make it happen, man. And, you and I had a couple messages, and we got the presidents talking, and I mean, and like I said, man, before I knew it, I looked up, and there was a fly together, and the game was on, man. So, I want to personally thank you, for being a man of your word, because you wouldn't, Coach, you really, really wouldn't know, how many times I've had individuals, they get online and they pump up their team, and they're ready to play. And then when I find them an opponent, they give me every excuse in the book. You know what I mean? You know why they don't, why they can't take the fade, man. So I just want to honestly tell you, thank you, man, because I really do appreciate anyone that hold up to their word, man. And you told me that, look, if they're available next week, I'll make sure I get my team over there, man. And you did just that. So thank you, man. I really do appreciate that, man.
Yes, sir. No problem. One thing you can ask about me, I promise you, I'm a straight shooter. I'm going to give it to you 100. Hey, we ready. We ain't. Hey, all I can do is let you know what time it was. Like I said, I'm going to try to be a man of my word at all times, and I'm definitely going to let you know it's a Little League game at the end of the day, bro.
That's it.
What you got to be scared of? Hey, what you got to be scared of? A loss? Come on, man. It's football. Everybody lose.
Hey,
Tom Brady lose. Peyton Manning lose. Archie, man.
If you've never taken a loss, man, you haven't had enough fights, man.
Come on, man.
That's just how I look at it.
Kids made out of. You trying to see what your kids made out of. You want a breeze schedule, go blow everybody out. That ain't no fun.
No, not at all, man. Because what you do at that point is you you give everyone a false sense of security. You know what I mean? You know,
Right.
if you're afraid to leave your backyard, you give everyone a false sense of security that they are better than what they actually are. And that really
Exactly.
doesn't, especially for our kids, man, that does not help our kids in the long run. Our kids need to face adversity because they're going to face adversity wearing the suit that they wear for the rest of their lives, man.
You ain't lying about that. You definitely ain't lying about that. Especially being a child of color, you're gonna face it a lot more than the others, and we just leave it at that.
Yeah, yes, sir. Hey, well, Coach, listen, man. So without giving away too many of your secrets, what was your game plan? Going into Saturday, knowing that you were facing, a team that's loaded across the board. You listen. Like I said, you guys have a talented team, and I'm not taking anything away from you. At coach, you guys won both of your games. But when you start talking about the Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes and some of those other high-powered teams down south, let's just be honest. You're moving into a different stratosphere as it relates to youth football. So, what exactly was your game plan? Going into that game, that you feel as though you would be able to execute and be successful and come out with a victory?
Honestly, it's a mentality, to be honest with you, bro. I've been down there playing at Booker T. Washington. You know the atmosphere, and I prepared my kids for that atmosphere before we got down there.
Okay.
A lot of people get down there, they shell shocked, they don't understand, they don't know what's going to go down, they don't know what's going to happen. Been there, done that. I got my kids, we ready, prepared, and like I said, we had the best opportunity being the underdog, taking a shot at the crown. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way to be, especially when people think that you're not even going to compete and your kid's not going to be competitive. So we read them a couple messages offline. We don't ever really worry about what people say too much, but just a little extra motivation, you know what I'm saying, to get a little kick start. So thank you guys. We appreciate you for adding a little fuel to that fire. Definitely appreciate you. But needless to say, the game plan, honestly, we wanted to just go downhill, to be quite honest with you. We wanted to come down at them. We know they got a lot of good tacklers. The kid, Blockhead, hell of a player. Number one, I just went back and watched film. Man, everywhere on the field. 00 everywhere on the field. So we know what we were facing, like you said, but we ready. We got the same exact athletes. And the crazy part about it is we don't get to handpick these athletes. You know what I'm saying? It's just they come and signed up. We coaching what signed up.
Wow.
We don't get to have no tryouts or none of that. Now, just imagine. And we fighting and competing with 3-4 parks within 2 miles from us. The Brandon Bears literally right down Bloomingdale over the bridge.
Yeah.
River Raiders literally right across the street from them.
They're like 6 minutes away, man.
Yeah, literally. So, like I said, we competing with talent. And winning a game like this also draws that talent to your team, And you know what I'm saying? It's big respect to the Hurricanes. They definitely gave us nothing but respect and love, you know what I'm saying? I definitely appreciate that because we reciprocate the same thing. Okay. Like I told them, you're welcome to get that bite back, but that's mine right now.
Hey, I understand that fully, man. I understand that fully, man. Coach, the thing is, man, and with that, and I appreciate you saying that, playing games like that and competing, and especially when you come out victorious, that really, helps you to bring awareness to your program and also bring in, a different caliber of kids that may not, just walk up and sign up because,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you let's just be honest, man. Youth football has changed, to the point that, listen, those grade A players, by the time they're 6 or 7 years old, they're already spoken for. So they're gonna have to have a reason to want to come to your park. And by taking on those games like that, gives those kids and those parents that know that they have grade A players the confidence to want to come and be at a Progress Village to take on those teams because they want to put their kids in position that they're going to get the most notoriety and play against the best competition that's out there.